It's AP, and today we are going to be coding a very long series, I'm going to guess, because I have never done this before. Well, in my 5 months of coding. Just kidding, it's like probably a year. Anyways, we're going to be making a physics simulator where everything has gravity, anything can fall, it has a force, it has something, I don't know. And so the first thing we want to do is we need to make a physics object so it actually obeys to the stuff I just said. Now I just quickly set this all up. It's not that hard. I show you in my tutorial video. I have a playlist on that. It's now over, but I didn't show you one function that we probably won't need, but I just have it in here. It's called the line function. The line function just creates a line from the point that you said to the point it got, and you can have a color. So all you gotta do is just say, this is how you create it. It's a move to the first place that you chose, and then line to, which just draws a line to the second place that you told it, and then it has a color if you want it like black or something. I don't know. So function. Yeah, and you already saw the text rect and circle. Wait, you didn't see circle. Oh yeah. Well, actually, you did see circle in my cookie clicker. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to create the object. First of all, we don't even have the object defined, so let's just get that over with real quick. So it would be x, hold on. Yep, okay, so this dot y equals y, and now this dot width equals 10, and then this dot show equals function. You already saw this in my Minesweeper coding challenge where I code Minesweeper from scratch, pure JavaScript. And so what I'm doing is creating a show function to actually see what this is. So since I defined circle, I can do this real quick. So it'd be this dot x, I already typed it, this dot y, and this dot width. This. And what is this next? Color. I'll just say white. Actually, no, let's just say black, because, yeah, okay, black. So that's what we gotta do. And so we have ourselves, where is it? Var particle. We're just gonna see var. Actually, no, particle equals new particle. Sooner or later, I'll get it to where it's an array of particles, and it's all fine and dandy, but right now I'm just going to make it one particle, so I can test it out. And then once I want to, actually, no, it is canvas dot width divided by 2, canvas dot height divided by 2, and that's all. Okay, and then new particle, and so we got to have a draw and update. And so we can just say function draw and function update. So the basic thing we're doing is for our first episode is we're going to make it to where you have physics and it drops. That's it. We're not going to be doing anything where it bounces around or anything yet. Anyways, so draw function we're just going to do, since we already defined particle, so we're going to say particle dot show. And that should be it. So I'm going to save it. Wait. We haven't saved this one. And then we go over here, we refresh it. Now we got ourselves a circle. As you can see, can I just, wish I could, yeah, I could do, see, right here, assume, you got yourself a particle. And so, next thing we got to do is, first of all, I need to make a floor. So I'm just going to go over here, where is it, here, just style, equals border, and it's gonna be, what is it? One pixel, solid, and black. So I can actually see what this is. Thank you. So now that we have a border around it, we have our black particle in the middle of the screen. So the first thing we need to do now is we gotta go to particle. We need to add something like a force to it. So say like this dot force equals a function where you get a force. I'm just going to call it A. And what you got to do is, actually no, we just do this dot update. Sorry, this dot update, and we need a velocity. So we do this dot vel equals, I don't know, 0 for right now. And this dot acceleration, which is 0 for now. Oops. And this dot, I guess that's it. Ooh, actually, no, that's right. Okay, so this dot update. So since we got that, we can now apply a force. So where we want to do this dot velocity. Wait, I think we need to do x and y, because then what's the velocity going to be good if it's just x and y? Control C. I think we need to do that for acceleration as well. So that'd be x, that'd be y. Control C. So we got velocity x and y, and so update is just where first we need to this dot velocity, or no, this dot velocity x plus equals this dot velocity y, wait, not y, acceleration x, and we do the same thing for y. So it accelerates, and so we'll test this in a bit. Wait, no, we don't need anything right now. And so, and then this dot x plus equals this dot velocity x, this dot y plus equals this dot velocity y. So what this does, it first, since the acceleration is 0, it's not going to move, but first, if it has an acceleration, it's going to add it to the velocity, and the velocity is going to go faster. And so if we want a constant velocity, we could just say, after all this, then acceleration times 0. But we're just going to keep it to where it accelerates faster and faster and faster, and then it goes down. So, as you can see, if we run this, if we actually put in update, like particle dot update, you're going to see, I mean, it works correctly. Let me see if there's any errors. Particle dot update is not a function because it didn't save, because I'm dead. Of course I am. Anyways, now we can clear that out. Anyways, now as you can see, I mean, it's working, but it's not working because, well, we have no acceleration. So what if we say the acceleration for it is 0.1 for x, which is just going to go that way? As you can see, it's going to move very slowly at first. It's oh crap, wrong thing to zoom in. Yeah, I can see it moving, but it's very slow. Oh, and then Control Sieve. Oh crap, it's too close in. Okay, so what the heck? Why is it not moving? Okay, so acceleration x. Is this all being done at the same time? Okay, this dot velocity x plus equals this acceleration x. I'm just gonna save in. Control save. Let me see. Anything else needs to be saved? Okay, nothing needs to be saved. Now it's just being drawn at the same place. Okay, so let me check. This is my first try, so this is why I have some errors. Okay, so we got this. I'm just going to say particle to update. Oh crap! Well, I'm moving stuff around too much. Okay, so that goes there, and that goes there. So particle.y. So after all this, we're going to console.log this.x, this.y. Control save. Ah, that's why, because also, well, I don't want it zoomed out like that. There. Okay, so 409. So what's wrong? It's probably right here. Okay, so y, this dot velocity, this dot acceleration. Maybe because this is 0. Maybe if I do that. Maybe if I do both. Ah, crap. That's not what I want. Okay, this dot x, this dot y, this dot x, this dot y. With, okay, acceleration. Ah! There's no y. That makes more sense. Okay. I forgot to, oh crap, that's wrong. It's going way too fast as well. So as you can, okay, why am I trying to do that? Simple mistakes make very funny things. Actually, they don't make very fun things. They make very annoying things. But what we're going to do is now we're just going to draw rect. 0, canvas dot width, canvas dot height. So, and it's white. Okay, so now it is actually drawing a background, and so I moved at a very fast speed that we don't know what it is. So, because it's at 10, and 10, then plus 10, and it's 40, and then it's a lot. And so we're just going to say 0.1. Now I'm going to clear this real quick. As you can see, it's moving at a not constant rate. It's actually going to accelerate. But what if we put it like at a smaller value where it takes... So as you can see, it's getting greater and greater and greater and greater, and it's going faster and faster. But we can make it a wraparound so it can like continue on. But that's not what we want to do. We just want to make a simple velocity where it just falls down. But you can make it constant, which I don't want. So we're just going to make gravity 1. I'm just going to make gravity 1. And also, I don't want to be x, I want it to be y. So, plus 1 is too much, I'll say 0.5. Gravity is going to be 0.5. That's how it sort of works, because we don't want to just hard code it into the object. We want it to actually, like, make a function to where it changes it. So we got this dot add force, and that is going to actually change the object. So we can actually tell it when to drop. And so it takes a x and a y. This dot acceleration x equals x. This dot acceleration y equals y. So what it does is, as soon as that function is ran, it changes it to it, and it should update it. So now we need to go over here. I'm just going to make it to document dot add event listener, and where it does mouse down, then I want to make a lambda function, as I learned. And we're just going to run it, and it's going to be, wait, particle's not an object yet. Hold on, Control X. Matters on order if it's on the same function. If it's not, then it doesn't really matter. But anyways, so what we got to do is we got to do particle dot force, and we're just going to do 0 and 0.25. So what that should do is every time when I press the mouse, because it didn't save. Okay, now it's going to stay there until I click the mouse and it's going to fall. So, that's basically physics for you, but there's a whole lot more, like a ton more that we can do. But that's it for the first episode. All I wanted to do was get a ball and then make it drop. I can actually control, like, I can do a lot of things with it. So we can make it random. So it has random values and then it just goes everywhere. But right now it's just a physics ball just dropping plain atmosphere. So I see you later in the next physics one or anything else. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Anyways, this is going to be more, but bye.